screen, and welcome to my review of The Caretaker. At the slightly later time of 8:30, it's going to take me a while to get used to that, to be fair. Even though I didn't watch it on the night the episode went out, I assume it's going to take effect really, next week. I think it needs a whole video explaining why that's just a dumb move in a way. But yeah, I think this was a really good episode. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was really good. It's one of my favourites in a while. This was one of the best episodes in a while, I think. And I didn't have that much to complain about it. We had a fantastic pre-title sequence where it was quite humorous, where the Doctor and Clara were just stuck in various mishaps, and then Clara having to get back for a date with Danny. I really liked that opening title sequence. It was very funny and humorous and set the tone for the episode, because this whole episode was a very light-hearted episode. It wasn't very dark at all. It was very, very, very light-hearted. And of course, the pre-title sequence ended with the Doctor showing up in the school saying he was the new caretaker, and he sometimes gets called the Doctor, which I think was a nice touch. One thing I think this episode missed out on, they could have invited William Russell back to play Ian for a little cameo or something. That may take effect later in the series. Because I think it'd be a missed opportunity if they don't. Maybe they filmed a bit and they're saving it for the finale or something. But since this is the one that's set in the school, you'd think they do it in this one, but no, they didn't, unfortunately. And now we move on to probably the complaint that I have for most episodes this series, and probably it's the main complaint for the whole series 8 once it's over, which is only like a month now until it's over. It's gone really quick. But yeah, in my overview, this will probably be the main complaint. It's that it's focusing too much on Clara. It's not the companion show, it's Doctor Who. It's not the companion's show. She's not the main character. Focus on the Doctor, because it's not Clara's show. And I don't care what Moffat says, she's not the best companion ever in Doctor Who. And it's focusing way too much on her, and it shouldn't. It's Doctor Who, not Clara Who. Okay, yeah, this episode, it can be excused because it kind of needed to, because it established Danny Pink, entering the TARDIS and everything like that. But it's been going on throughout the series. Listen, she interrupts the Doctor's timeline again and gives him the inspiration to go on his adventures. It's all the time. Make her like the old school companions. They don't really have an effect on the Doctor's timeline, but they're there, and that's important. And just stop making her the most important person in the world. And then we meet our monster for the episode. I'm not gonna lie, it was an okay monster. It wasn't really scary. It was more menacing than anything, I think. Because let's be very, it's kind of just a midget in a suit with little spider legs that can shoot people. It wasn't really that scary, to be fair. I enjoyed it, yeah, but it kind of took a back seat again to the Clara plot. It was kind of a subplot to the episode. It wasn't in your face all the time. That wasn't the main plot. But yeah, the monster was okay. It wasn't good. It wasn't great, and it wasn't bad either. I think this might have been Peter Capaldi's best performance in Doctor Who to date. He really was suited as the Doctor in this episode. He was more like William Hartnell. He was grumpy. He was funny. He was angry. He was properly angry at one point, and he fit the character of the Doctor so perfectly. I think this is his best performance, definitely in Series 8 so far. Definitely his best. And it's just, he worked so well in this episode, and he was so good. He was just plain good in this episode. Another side character was Courtney. I've forgotten the actress's name, so yeah. But she felt like a better version of Angie from last year, and I'm not even going to go into her character. That was just a complete mess. It's like a revised version of her. I enjoyed her character, and She's gonna be in next week's episode, I think. Kill the Moon. She's gonna, yeah, she's gonna be in that as one of the companions in that episode, apparently. So, and you can see her in the trailer, but it's more of a blink and you'll miss it appearance. So don't blink. Murray Gold was much improved in this episode, even though he reused a lot of things. The music wasn't forgettable. I mean, I don't remember any of the music in the previous week's episode, apart from the new Doctor Who theme, which is brilliant, and the 12th Doctor's theme that hasn't been heard since Deep Breath, when he escaped, door boring, not me, that scene. Yeah, he hasn't been used since then, but people are saying it's the 12th Doctor's theme, so far this series, from Listen, I thought it was going downhill, but Time Heist and The Caretaker have proved that the series is actually going uphill. Like, I didn't enjoy Listen, as you probably knew. Well, I enjoyed it, but it was just disappointing. And then Time Heist I enjoyed, and then this episode I really enjoyed. And the series is just going uphill from here. I think it was off to a shaky start. Deep Breath was amazing. Into the Dalek was, okay, it was enjoyable. Robot of Sherwood I enjoyed. Listen, it was disappointing. Time Heist I enjoyed, and then The Caretaker I really enjoyed. So, I think it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy series, but I do think it's going to go I do think the episodes are just going to be good from here. Next week's episode is written by Peter Harness, I think his name is, Peter Harness. Wait. It is Peter Harness. And then the ending, Missy was actually pretty, I want to say creepy, but it wouldn't fit. When, the police officer went up to heaven, Missy just sort of walked out and then just sort of gave a look of, what are you doing here? And then just walked off. It was kind of like, why are you looking like that? So yeah, it was glad to see Missy back. I think the last time she appeared was in Into the Dalek, so that she's just been gone. And then the last time the Promised Land was mentioned was in Robot of Sherwood, so yeah, she's back. So yeah, next week's episode, Kill the Moon, looks pretty good. Again, the trailer was totally rubbish because I Am the Doctor was in it. But I mean, yeah, I'm excited. I think next week's going to be quite creepy because, spiders, and then the trailer ends on a shot of just these jaws and these, oh yeah, it was really creepy. So I hope you've enjoyed my review. I will see you in my next video. Bye.